Hey everyone, this is Graeme Street, the owner for cyclo-core.com, and you're joining me here in my training studio today for what's called a peak level workout. These are very short, specific workouts to be done during a peak or taper week prior to a big event or race you may have. This weekend I have singlespeed-a-palooza, a single-speed mountain bike race 25 miles. One of the most important things I need to have dialed in is, of course, my Zone 4 threshold. So as an example for this workout, I would be holding my threshold at about 90 RPM, my sweet spot RPM, for between 1 and 5 minutes. My current functional threshold power is about 320 to 330 watts. You may have a different set of Zone 4 threshold, which of course you need to test for. We have that available on cyclo-core.com and of course with our Cyclo-90 training systems. So again, this is an example to show you what I am polishing the final week before an important event. Threshold being top priority, my ability to maintain my threshold performance for an extended length of time. We're talking between 5 and 10 minute intervals repeated over and over on my single speed mountain bike over the 25-mile course. One of the other things that many of us will need is a range of much higher spin rate. These are called Zone 5 power drops. These are typically a much lighter gear or your granny gear at a much higher cadence, 120 plus RPM. Your overall power may drop during this short set. However, for most of you, you will see a huge increase in your cardiopulmonary demand, or your heart rate will tend to spike during this. If you've ever raced a mountain bike single speed event, you know that you are going to have huge changes in both tension and RPM. I need to be dialed in and trained for that. If you've never tried something like this, expect to be seriously hurting when you dramatically drop off the tension off the bike and increase your spin rate. The purpose here is not just to spike your heart rate, but to get your core and your neuromuscular activation at a higher level where you're more efficient at higher and higher leg speeds. That goes whether you are a mountain biker or a roadie. Now watch the polar opposite. I'm going to move to my absolute biggest here. This is called a power spike. We're talking about, for me, between 450 and 600 watts up a short, steep climb. Notice how I'm rising out of the saddle into what's called a hover position, about 2 inches off the saddle. Aggressive in the upper body. Any of you that have done single-speed mountain biking know upper body plays a huge role in your ability to maintain proper leg speed and function. So if you think that upper body is not necessary for you mountain bikers or roadies, prepare for these style workouts. Watch how I sit back down, and now all the tension drops off. This is probably the hardest part of the workout. Tension has gone to 0. I now have to increase my leg speed again, and my heart rate is going to compensate by going dramatically higher. Although power may not go up, you'll still see an increase in both Zone 4 and Zone 5 level heart rate. Most of you will tend to pop, as I used to, during this phase. I'll move back to threshold. And now during this style workout, again, I'm just giving you a snippet of what it looks like. This is my final workout set for this workout for the day. I've already done 4 of these. You could hold this for between 1 and up to 5 minutes of time at your threshold. So you can see there's no rest between these intervals. I'm constantly changing the dynamics of both the tension, the leg speed, and or power output to create a simile between what I need between now and singlespeed-a-palooza. If you've been following the Cyclo-90 programs, you should have all of these layers of fitness that we've spoken about in these videos before, all dialed in by using the Cyclo Hit 30-minute trainer sessions and, of course, the CycloCore 2.0 workouts, along with the Cyclo-90 either base plan, or in particular for this one, the Cyclo-90 mountain bike in-season plan, which is what I have been using to dial myself in for singlespeed-a-palooza. I'll do one last quick power spike here. I'll drop the gear, as big of a gear as I can handle, 500 plus watts. You'll see how the cadence drops off, but the power goes up dramatically as I get out of the saddle, over the pedal spindle. I'm pulling my legs up towards my nose, letting gravity do the work on the way down. You need to learn how to let gravity do more assistance for you on the downstroke for steep uphill gradients. Watch my feet. Watch how I'm trying not to let my heel drop too far down. Staying on top of the ball of my foot. Moving back to a super spin position. I'm going to max out my heart rate and, of course, my leg speed control. Now, again, this is set number 4 today. My workout is only 30 minutes long. 30 minutes. And I am smoked. Now, actually, my workout is not over. For this particular day, I'm getting off the bike. This is Tuesday before this Sunday's race. So I've got plenty of time to finish this. I'm moving to cyclo-core 2.0 training off the bike, starting with neuromuscular core training. Very important to train your body not just on the bike, but off it to maximize your core return. Core strength and, of course, hip flexion. So important, not just in mountain biking, but in road cycling as well. Many of you are weak through the core, you're weak through your hips, you're weak through your hamstrings, and you wonder why you struggle in the hills or to build more power and speed. These little details have to be accomplished if you're to get on the bike and execute them at the same time while moving through your terrain. Working on glute strength and power, back durability. If your back and your core are weak, do you really think you're going to climb or spin very fast under control? Probably not. These things have got to be addressed, which is why cyclo-core 2.0 is such an important facet within my training for Cyclo 90, both in season and base. Again, more glute strength and power. Very simple exercises to do. Very effective to do them with the bike workouts. Upper body strength. Even if you're not doing a regular push-up, still be building a lot of core strength, upper body power, tricep durability. These things help you for those longer, tougher rides. Spinal strength, spinal durability. All the things that you need, whether you're a mountain biker or roadie, if you're looking to maintain higher levels of power output for longer periods of time. If you're getting an hour, 2 or 3 within your ride, and you're pooping out through the back, you're not going to have a good ride. We've got to get that back, the hamstrings, the core, working together, both on and off the bike. This kind of workout is, of course, imperative in your training, especially for peak level fitness for either road or mountain bike fitness for any goal you have this year. Visit me at cyclo-core.com if you're not already there. Look to either the Cyclo 90 base program or the Cyclo 90 in-season programs for more aggressive goals this year. Talk to you soon.